School got underway this past week, so no doubt your youngsters are going to be lugging home big textbooks, big notebooks from school in their backpacks, which are, chances are, way too big for their safety. It's called bulging backpack epidemic. It's been going on now for a long time. Joining me is Dr. Robert Kipp and Dr. Andrew Wan of ProHealth Chiropractic to talk about the do's and don'ts of backpack wearing for the young people. Andrew, great to see you back here again. Your partner warmed us up a little while ago. We're going to talk about sort of the hard and fast facts here. What have you got for us?
Sure. So right now we have a book bag here. We filled it with a bunch of textbooks there.
Chiropractic textbooks.
Chiropractic textbooks, of
yeah,
course.
You wondered what they were going to do with these things after their education was over. Now you know.
Right. So Dr. Kipp was talking about how heavy these book bags should be. Remember the stat?
About 10 to 15%.
10 to 15% of total body weight.
Correct.
Okay, so
Right.
what's this?
So we went ahead and filled this up here. We have 30 pounds of textbooks, and we're going to go ahead and throw that on your back.
I'm a 200-pounder, so
200
that should
pounds.
be what is the max
So-
for me. I heard you
Help him out here.
listen to him hoisting that there.
Right through. There we go. Okay.
All right.
So we
this
see
is
a lot
30.
of kids. They're going to be having this book bag.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is pulling me backwards, and this is the allowable end.
That's the maximum allowable, which about 55% of all students are carrying more than that.
I'm wearing this standing right here. These kids get out of the car, they walk some distance to school. We talked to Lauren here, our stagehand. She used to walk up and down 4 floors of steps wearing what she's wearing a backpack. You said it's 50 pounds, right? This is just intolerable.
Yeah.
So what can be done?
Okay.
First of all, take this thing off.
Yeah, let's take that
It's
off.
really uncomfortable.
It's pretty heavy.
Really uncomfortable, and I'd have no back problems. I don't have any issues with that. So, what in the world can be done to meet the needs of the school that the teachers and the academic community and the parents are demanding, while easing their load, literally?
Okay, so the very first thing is you see a lot of people doing backpack fitting, and really what you want to make sure of is that it's not going below the hip. If it goes below the hip, it stops your ability to move the hip, and then the spine ends up having a lot of pressure on there.
That's an excellent point, because particularly in the younger grades, you can tell that they've chosen backpacks that are big enough to carry all the stuff, and they literally are they almost come down to there on the smaller children.
Right, exactly. So we've got to make sure that the straps on the shoulders are nice and tight, and we really want to make the backpack a part of the body. Okay, as close and as tight to the body as possible. That way, it's just easier to
Put
carry.
it back on me again, because I want to illustrate exactly what we're talking about here. This is, you have taken care of this with me.
Okay.
It is tight on my back. What I see, in fact, what I see with my own 12-year-olds too often, is that the top tilts back.
Right.
And so you're fighting it back more and more and more.
And this jams our lumbar spine here. So what I'm going to have you do is see these straps right here?
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and yank those up and make this nice and tight and make that a part of you. So you see now it's more a part of the back, and we're clearing the hip from down
It's
here.
actually the exact same procedure you would follow if you were hiking.
Exactly.
And you wouldn't want to be hiking for any distance with your backpack tilting backwards and pulling you back. But you know what? That actually made a significant improvement right there.
So the other thing that we have to look at is
My weight is back on top of my hips again, which is what you want.
the other thing there is if the book bag really is too heavy and it's pulling you back even with the tightness, what you can do is take some of the heavy books out, hold it like a football while you're walking around through the class. Helps to balance you out, and it takes the pressure off of the back, specifically that lumbar spine, and allows you to almost counterbalance yourself.
Well,
with
take
weight
one of those
ahead.
chiropractic books out of there, and let me give that a shot right there. You know, back in my day, I don't know what changed. I think the homework editions that have come along over the years have made this all different. But you used to walk around, remember, with your books under your hand. Even in college, you'd walk around like that. That was your
Exactly.
books. That was your books for the day. But those days are apparently gone.
Long gone.
So I will keep this up here, and that helped enormously. I just can't tell you how much that helped right there to take these 2 books out. Give me that one here,
Well,
and I'll
you can
pull that in
see-
front too.
Jim, this one book right here, we've weighed each one of them. This one book right here is
Yeah.
4.5 pounds. This one is 3.5 pounds. So every book that you take out lightens that load pretty
That's
substantially.
a half a bowling ball right there. Look at the
Exactly.
tips that we put up there for all the things we're talking about. Keep the backpack above your hips. Don't get one that's too big for your kid. Both straps, keep them tight, close to the body, and then watch your posture yourself. You got to do a little personal discipline yourself, or your kid does, to make sure you stand up straight and don't give in to it.
No, for
Exactly.
sure.
In other words, good luck. I hope this really gets through to people, because we talked about earlier. year after year, this problem goes on. Year after year, you're seeing more and more kids come in
More
with
injuries.
the same cause, the injury.
Yeah.
So make this the year you change, right? I mean, give it a shot. Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you
Thanks
very
very
Wonderful
much.
to have you here as always. For more information on this, everyone, go